Today, I want to introduce you guys all to the saying no game. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are having an amazing day. Hope the week is going great for you all. Let me know how your day is going in the comments. Today, I want to introduce you guys all to the game, all right? This is something that you guys are going to become really experienced at, and something you guys will find that shows up a lot in your fitness journey as you improve. And the kind of like the higher level you are, the better you'll be at playing the game, all right? It's called the saying no game. And like honestly, I didn't invent this game. All right, I witnessed it from one of my cousins. Right, I get a lot of my lessons drawn to him from him. And I remember there was one time we were at a family cookout, and it was just like like burgers, brats, beer, coleslaw, dessert, all like just like all this amazing food, right? And I just saw him. He's sitting there wearing a cutoff, and his arms are just freaking jacked. He's looking super juicy, looks incredible. And he's sitting there with his little plate, and he's got like green beans, some steak, and like maybe rice or something, like super healthy choices. And everybody around him was trying to like give him a brownie, give him a piece of cornbread, give him some mashed potatoes and gravy. Everybody was in his face trying to tempt him, and it was insane. But he was standing, he was just like holding strong, just like nope, nope. He was just such an expert at a high level at the saying no game, you guys. Like literally a lot of times, what's going on, David? A lot of times with this fitness stuff, it's like it becomes a matter of what you can say no to. And like, that is something that is kind of like a bitter pill to swallow, but like you'll really start like seeing things night and day. Like if you start in your fitness journey and you are given the ability, you have the ability to say no to when people offer you a temptation that you don't want, or you're able to say no, you don't want to like go out on the weekends. Maybe you want to use this weekend somehow to like set yourself up, give yourself an extra edge, put yourself forward. Maybe you say no to like just staying inside all day. And what's going on, Jennifer? And you decide to make an active activity, go for a hike, go for a walk. You just start saying no to a lot of things that aren't the best for you, right? Maybe someone's trying to give up smoking, and they're able to say no to it, right? A lot of this fitness stuff is like being the person that can say no. Like, and like I'll just tell you guys about the situations that I've been in. Like there are a lot of times where just like I've just like, and it's not even like difficult to me, because like the longer you play the game, the better you get at it. But at a lot of like family events, I'll even use just like a birthday party or something. I will be over at like at a family member's birthday party, whether it's on my side or my girlfriend's side of their family. Like, and there'll just be like cake, and it's birthday cake, lots of freaking delicious greasy foods. Like that's kind of like the norm, right? And it was always funny to me, because it's just like I'm just like the guy that's there who's just like who always is the guy that like says no, I guess. Like, and it's not like, and it's not even in a disrespectful manner. You guys, like, you already know, it's just like, if you have these goals that are important to you, like, why would you just like mess it up real quick, like, when you're going out? And you could just say no, like, and you still like be like, I really appreciate it, thank you, but no, I'm full. You just like, you have like your water, and you have like, some like healthier options that are available for you there. It's just crazy to me, because like I've just been like the really good at the no game, saying no. A lot of this stuff is just like what you guys can have the ability to say no to. I know that might be cliche or might be drawn out, but it's really powerful. And sometimes people really struggle with saying no. I know, because I really struggled with saying no for a freaking long time, you guys, because I really have like I don't know, there's just some bone in me that just wants to be a people pleaser a lot. There's just like I like seeing people happy. I don't like bringing up too much conflict in any way. So I always had a hard time saying no. But like when you just like when you give up on yourself so easily, how do you expect to get anywhere with really these goals that you have, these big goals and aspirations you have? If you can't say no to someone that wants to throw you off track the next day, you're not going to be able to get as far as you'd like, as fast as you'd like. So in many cases, if you're trying to like put on some muscle, you're trying to lose some fat, you're trying to get in better shape, you're going to have to say no to some things, and you're going to have to stand by those no's and be proud that you said no. Be like, you know what, I'm so good at the saying no game. I'm like, you recognize it as a game. Look for opportunities throughout the day where you come into that fork in the road where you're like, oh shoot, I can either say yes to this or I can say no to this. Does this decision bring me closer to my goal, or does this decision bring myself further to my goal? It's pretty like binary still, right? Does it bring me closer to my goal? Does it bring me further away? If I say yes to going out and getting drinks on the weekend, am I getting closer or am I going farther? You can go out and you can still go out and go to the party, go hang out and go have drinks, but like maybe instead of having 5 drinks, you go down to 2, and then when you hit 2, you cross the line. Or if, like, let's say your family's going out to eat at a buffet, right? And it's just like all you can eat. And you know what? You say to yourself, I'm going to have X, Y, and Z. I'm going to have some proteins with some steak. I'm going to have some rice, or I'm going to have some, sweet potatoes, like something. Like you decide that I'm going to have a good meal at this buffet. Everybody else can max out, can go crazy, but I'm going to just try to stick to my guns and say no to things that do not serve me towards my goals. Like if something does not serve you to your goal, you have no obligation to like, put anything towards that. It's not for your best interest, you guys. So learn how to say no. There's like, trust me, there's a lot of like, you can take it as either perspective you want. You can either be saying like, no, I don't want to be going out, or you could be like saying, yes, I want to be going to the gym instead, right? Like there's just like a lot of things that you have to be able to recognize and stay strong when it comes to people or the environment just trying to throw you off your game. Be able to say no, stick to your guns, and be proud that you were able to say no to some things that weren't there to serve you, that weren't there to bring you closer to your goals. Like many decisions that you make, it's just like, okay, is this something that's going to help me, or is this something that's not, right? And if it's not something that's going to help you, don't say yes to it. I know it even could be from like a good friend or like someone that just like they want to just have a good time and things like that, but you have bigger dreams, bigger goals, things that you want to get done. You want to get them accomplished, and it's sometimes it's a lonely road. But like it depends on how bad you want it. Because all right, here's a big saying I wanna share with you guys. If you don't sacrifice for the things that you want, the things that you want become a sacrifice. All right, that one when I heard that saying like that hit me like a sack of bricks. Right. So I'll say it again. If you don't sacrifice for what you want often becomes a sacrifice. Right. So there's a lot of times where it's like it comes down to how badly you really, really want it. Yes, you can lose weight and get in shape and still go out every weekend and maybe go to the gym barely and maybe drink minimal water, but you would want to set yourself up for success, right? You would want to be able to just stay as active as possible. You'd want to be able to have a social life filled like with just things that are true to like what you're aligned with, like. And if you like going out every weekend, that's who you are and that's what freaking pumps you up. Keep doing it, keep going. But maybe instead of just like going real crazy off the deep end, you find something a little bit more manageable that works. I don't know why I'm bringing up going out on the weekend. Maybe because it's Thursday and it's almost the weekend here, and that's what a lot of people like doing on the weekends, right? Just go out, have a good time and just kind of like forget about the mundane, monotonous parts of the week. But like I really, really think that like if you want different results, you're gonna have to take different actions. You can't get different results doing the same things. It all starts down to like what your thoughts have to change, and then once your thoughts change, your actions are going to change. Once the actions change, then your results are going to change. All right, what's going on, Tyler? Good to see you, brother. We're talking about the saying no game. So let me recap. All right, it's the saying no game. I was, I saw it when I saw my cousin at like a big family cookout barbecue, and he's freaking jacked, ripped, and just like in amazing shape. He's sitting there. He's got his plate of food, which is all healthy, right? There's like spinach and steak and lots of like lean meat. And everybody around him was like trying to get him to, here, have this brownie, here, have this pizza, here. Like they're all like just trying to get his willpower to break, and it wouldn't. He would just, because he was like level 99 in the saying no game. If it didn't align with him, if it wasn't what he was about or anything like that, didn't say yes to it. He didn't like feel the need to say yes to it just to please someone else in the moment. And neither should you guys. Don't be a yes man or a yes woman or a people pleaser at the expense of your own, your own goals, your own happiness. I know you want to be able to be nice and stuff. If you're like me, you want to be like super nice to people, but you got to be able to stay firm and just say no. And people will respect you, for actually standing your ground on things like that. And you'll be surprised. Like you might think you're offending people by like just like refusing what they make, or like refusing a drink from them. It might come off as disrespectful to some people, but like if the person is really cares about you and is a good person, they're gonna respect you for it. They're gonna be like, wow, this person, it's not something that he wants. He wasn't like mean about it, and he stuck to his guns. Like I've had so many times where someone offered me a drink, offered me something that they made or whatever, and it was in good intent. And like I hated the fact that I kind of had to say no because they were doing something, a really nice gesture, and I really thanked them for that. But I was just like, no, I can't. Sorry, like I have to. I'm watching what I eat. I'll be straight up sometimes. Like I'll just tell them straight up, like, oh, no, I can't. I'm preparing to lose like from 10, 20 pounds right now. I'm trying to get to a certain weight. And like, and most of the times when you did that, people would jump on board with you, and they'll be like, oh, okay, well, we have something like this, we got some fruit, we got some water. They'll be like, they'll kind of get on your side because most people are naturally good, they want to help each other. But like don't feel that big urge of like throwing out your plans right away to like fit the status quo. You guys, if you want to get in shape, you're gonna have to do probably what most people don't do, right? Look at most people in the US. Most people are not in great shape, right? That's because most people do the same things. So you're gonna have to go against the grain a little bit to like start seeing some results. Like you see the people that are in the gym on like Friday nights, they're always like pretty jacked, or like because it's not a common thing to go out and work out on a Friday night or a Saturday night or like things like that. You just got to be kind of a little bit against the grain with most of what society does, because society is kind of set up so we don't take care of ourselves and we don't exercise and we don't eat healthy. So we got to fight against that, and we got to say no to the things that don't serve us and say no to the things that we know that aren't going to help our goals. Because if we don't sacrifice for what we want, some of the things that we want will become a sacrifice. All right, you guys? So that's a good solid 13 minutes of me blabbing my crazy head. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, by the way. I appreciate all of you, David, Jennifer, Tyler, Alejandra. Thank you guys for tuning in. Everyone else that tuned in, I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, drop a hashtag replay if you're catching this replay. Let me know your guys' biggest takeaway. Let me know if you guys can see the game, the saying no game. Let me know if you see it in your world, and start looking for the opportunities throughout your day where it's like you could say no, and do it in like a polite, respectful way. Like don't be like no and like put people down for like like not being as, don't be like on your high horse about it. You don't got to be like that. Just a nice no. No, that's not what I'm doing. Don't make people feel bad because they're not like doing what you're doing, because that's another thing. All right, one last point that I'll make before I close it out is that sometimes when you are playing the saying no game and you say no to things that people are trying to tempt you into, sometimes you'll kind of ruffle some feathers, because the people around you will be kind of like insecure, because they know deep down that they shouldn't be letting themselves go that the way that they are, and then they see you doing better for yourself, and they're like, whoa, who does this person think that they are? They think they're better than me. So it's like it just depends on how reactive the people are that are around you. Hopefully you're around a nice supportive environment of good people that are supportive to to your goals and they understand. If you're saying no, hey, it's because they're trying to get in better shape, and I want to support them to that because they're awesome, right? Stuff like that, all right? But yeah, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up on that note before my laptop dies here. I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. Make it the best day of your entire freaking lives. Love all you guys that tuned in. Thanks so much. Peace, love, protein.
Check it out now.